Hi, thank you for clicking on Walker's 4104. This video today is going to be another little entry to last videos. If you've seen that, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and click on that video before you watch this one. It'll make a whole lot more sense. But just like to say, my dad puts a lot of work into these videos. We're underneath his little makeshift area, workplace. And just please consider subscribe because it gets better from here. And more people subscribe, the more time we can get to start funding these videos. We appreciate everything y'all have done with the views and just keeping us going, and just enjoy the video. Thank you. Bye.
What you're seeing here is I'm making my last wire, especially my negative wire. I'm putting new connectors or new brass connectors on the end, and what this is going to be the negative that's going to reach the bottom battery, and it's going to go to the side panel. Remember, my 4104 is positive ground, which I'm reconverting to a negative ground, so I'm starting at the batteries. I did my best to start it the other day with jumper cables, but I thought maybe before I try to start it again, before I buy a new starter, I'm going to go ahead and rewire the battery compartment with a cutoff that I showed in the last episode. So this update is just a continuation or a finish to the last episode. And welding cables are the best battery connectors. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to cut that. Did you show them this little temporary thing?
Temporary. Oh, this thing right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So neat. So what's really great about today is the fact that today is pretty cold, and it's pretty workable weather, if I must say. But he does a really good job with putting this bus back together, and it's gonna be great soon.
Okay, what you see here is the finished work of my wiring. Without the batteries at their side here, the bus. In the back you see a negative going down and a positive going down. Remember, I said a long time ago that I'm going to do this bus in parallel and not in series. If I did this bus in series, where series connections referring to the batteries, I would have a 24 volt battery system, which I don't want. Everything in my bus is going to be 12 volts. Starter especially is going to be 12 volts. So to do 12 volts, you have to do in parallel. So what I have here is a cutoff, the mega fuse up there on the top, and I have the side terminal where that is factory. Basically, this is really similar to the way the factory had it back in 1950s when this bus was made. I guess this bus was started being made in 53 and late 53, probably November, and this is how they basically did the wiring, with the exception of the cutoff and the mega fuse. So my battery is going to go on the bottom and on the top. They're both 12 volt batteries, as you can see. I have new type of connectors on it right here, just a wing nut connection on them where I can make connections or clean them. If those ever go bad, I just replace them. So these are 2-0-aught wires, or basically they're welding cables. The red ones and the black ones, and you see I got them going in the back here, so they're guaranteed not to scrape on the metal. I have good connections on these battery cables where they're not going to scrape on the metal of the chassis, creating a spark or a short. So right now My battery is going to sit here. The two legs are going to sit on this battery together. This negative from the top battery is going to go down to the bottom battery, and the bottom battery, as I keep a circuit going, is going to go straight to the chassis. Now the only difference between this and the factory is, if you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that, right there is where the positive, these used to be positive cables, and they used to connect to the chassis, and the negative connected to here. So I'm not doing it that way. As you can see, that wire right there has been kind of melted over the years because of the shorts that the batteries was creating, plus all the wiring that I have going on right here with the cutoff and the mega fuse. I didn't want to have another wire going over here to ground the top, so I just ran it to the bottom. So I'm going to have one ground on the bottom, and we're going to go from there. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to make a statement on there, and please trust me, this is the best way I could figure of doing it. I know that I should have got me a crimper for the connectors, for the connections on the cables, but a good hammer and a good swing, to me, I'm going to try it and see if it will work. Okay, so what we got here, the connections are complete. Battery is disconnected with a disconnect. So anytime I need to start the bus, all I have to do is switch them on. That right now has electrified everything, including the starter. Eventually, when I get the fuse box on the other side of the bus, the electrical compartment installed, that will also turn on the fuse box up front and in the rear. So this will guarantee that I have no leakage of DC current from these batteries that will kill it. That's what this battery cutoff is for, and I think it's going to be the best use I can think of. To tie down the batteries, obviously, is an issue, and I thought about these little small ratchet straps right here. The only difference is I may have to make me a hook or a capture device on the factory tie down connections, and just use a strap instead of I guess you can have it little poles or whatever sticking up. I think straps would be better since they won't conduct current. So this is where we are right now, and I hope you enjoyed this video.